Hello students, welcome back, and this is the video of class 7 science. And in this video we are going to start the chapter 2, and the name of the chapter is nutrition in animals. So what are the objective of this chapter? So after studying this chapter, the students will able to understand the mode of nutrition in animals, and they can describe the digestive system in human. They can illustrate different types of teeth, and they can be able to explain nutrition in amoeba and ruminants. So let's start the chapter. Unlike plants, animals cannot make their own food. They get their food from the plants directly or indirectly. We know that all organisms, including humans, need food for their growth, repair, and functioning of the body. So, as you know, in the earlier video, we had discussed in the chapter nutrition in plants that plants are the autotrophs. Plants are the autotrophs, and because they are autotrophs, so they can make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. But here, in case of animals cannot make their own food because they are not autotrophs, they are heterotrophs. Okay, so so if they cannot make their own food, so from where do they get their food? They get their food from the autotroph. They get their food from the green plants directly or indirectly. Now, the process of taking in food by an animal and its utilization in the body is called animal nutrition. What is animal nutrition? Animal nutrition is the process in which the animal take in the food and that food is used by their body. Now, animals do not make their own food but depend on the food synthesized by the plants. Hence, they are called heterotrophs. Heterotrophs are the animals or the organisms that are dependent on the other organism for their nutrition, and thus they show the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. When the food is taken in the form of solid particles as a whole, the method of food intake is known as holozoic nutrition. When the animals take the food as a solid particle and in a complete whole form, and this method is known as holozoic nutrition. So we all, animals and humans, are the holozoic, and we follow the holozoic mode of nutrition. Now, classification of heterotrophs. Heterotrophs are different types, and they are based on the mode of feeding, and their mode of feeding can vary with the kind of food they eat, like snake swallows its prey, tiger chews its food, and on the basis of the habits, the heterotrophs are classified as follows. Now, the first type of heterotrophs are called herbivore animals. Herbivore animals are the animals that obtain their food only from the plants, like cow, sheep, goat, deer, elephant, kangaroo, giraffe, etc. You know very well that some animals eat only the plant and plant products, so that animals are called herbivores. Like you can see, this deer is the herbivore because it eats only the plant products. Okay, now the second type of heterotrophs are carnivore animals. These are the animals that obtain their food by killing other animals. They never eat plants or plant products. So keep this in your mind. The carnivores eat the flesh of the other animal, and they kill the other animal and eat the flesh, and they never eat the plant or plant products, like tiger, lizard, lion. You can see this lion is the carnivore animal. It kills the other animals and eat the flesh of their body. Now, The third one is omnivorous animals. Omnivorous animals are those animals that consume plants as well as other animals for their nutrition. The omnivorous animals are the animals they derive their nutrition from plants and animals both. So example of the omnivorous animals are bear, dog, human being. We the human beings are also omnivorous. Like you know that we eat the plant products as well as the animal product like eggs, milk, fish and flesh, chicken, mutton, etc. Now, parasites. Next, heterotrophs are parasite. What are parasite? Parasitic animals or the organism that obtain their food from other animals either by living inside or outside their body. When any organism live inside or outside of the other animal's body, then they are called parasite. Like tapeworm, roundworm, they live inside they live inside the body, and for example tick and lice they live on the outside of the body. So the organism can live inside or outside the body of other organism and obtain their nutrition. For example, the malarial parasite which cause the disease malaria live inside the human body, and this is called endoparasite. The organism that live inside the body of other organism that are called endoparasite. And leech suck the blood from the human body or cattle from outside the body, and such parasites are called ectoparasites. Now the scavengers. Scavengers are the type of heterotrophs, that animals who feed on the remains of dead animals like vulture, crow, jackal, etc. So scavengers are those organisms which obtain their nutrition from the dead animals. Like you can see here, this is the vulture and it is eating the dead animal. Now here you can see in the flow diagram, these are the type of heterotrophs. So these are the heterotrophs you can see here. Herbivore, which eat the plant products only. Carnivore, which eat on the which derive their nutrition from the animal. And omnivores, which eat both plant and animal. Parasites, which live inside or outside the other organism and cause harm. Scavenger, which eat the dead organisms. And parasites are of two types: ectoparasite and endoparasite and ectoparasite. Endoparasite, which live inside the body of other organism, and ectoparasite, which live outside the body of other living organism. So this is all for this video. In the next video we'll talk about the process of nutrition. So till then, do good, be good. Thank you.